My magnifying glass and my rule and
Watson.
get started, Watson. Find me these two knives.
He's just like, hey, I know this. Yeah, I already knew that. Like, fuck off. Go do what I need to do too. I found some. Do these work?
Here are your knives, Holmes.
No, Watson.
No.
Here are your knives, Holmes.
No.
No, Watson.
Okay, so...
Thanks to the magnifying glass, I can find a small knife that matches Holmes's description.
Oh god. Oh god. I am kicking stuff and I am doing things. Okay. Sorry about that. Can I just like have all of them?
With the rule, I must find a large knife.
$13. Oof. Yeah, this one. So that was correct. And then...
Here are your knives, Holmes.
No, Watson.
Here are your knives, Holmes.
No, Watson.
What?
Here are your knives, Holmes.
Okay, I
No,
know I have one
Watson.
of them right. Come on. He said 13. Now... I get him? Yeah!
Here are the knives you asked for. Be careful, they're awfully sharp. Holmes, I must say that this experiment is making me rather uneasy. Comparing animal heads to these poor women.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
You're right, Watson, but this somewhat shocking experiment may help to end this massacre and save other victims, you can be sure of that. Look, these pigs' heads are still bloody, which will suit our experiment perfectly. I have a pocket knife and a scalpel with me. With the two knives you just brought me, we have a similar array of weapons as those probably used by the
Yes.
killer. We saw 3 types of throat wounds on the deceased attributed to this man. Those intended to slit the throat, those intended to decapitate, and the more superficial yet mortal wound that led to the death of the unfortunate victim in Dutfield's yard, Miss Stride. With the help of these 4 knives, we are going to try to recreate these wounds on the pigs' heads and see what we can establish about the weapon or weapons used. We may also be able to rule out Miss Stride as a victim of the killer of the other 3.
Yes, whatever you just said. Can I have that? I can now control Sherlock Holmes. Experiment number 1.
Let's try to use these weapons on this head to obtain a large deep wound to the throat, like those that were noted on 3 of the 4 victims.
Okay. Inflict a large, deep.
Look, Watson, this knife easily penetrates the flesh.
Got it. Dogged. What? I got an achievement for that? What is this achievement? Hack off a pig's head. Huh. Cool.
The wound is too shallow. This pocket knife is very sharp, but its blade is too thin. This little knife is very sharp and has a very wide blade. Look, Watson, this knife easily penetrates the flesh.
Yes!
Elementary.
That was easy. I got that achievement for hacking the pig.
Let's try to decapitate our victim with these tools, knowing that the killer didn't quite manage to do it.
Charming.
Watson.
Look, Watson, this little knife with a wide base can easily slice the vertebrae of our porcine friend.
No.
The blade of this pocket knife is too thin to reach the vertebrae. With a scalpel, the wound is too shallow. This knife with a long blade easily slices the flesh, but cannot dislocate the vertebrae.
Yeah, that looks about right. But it's not. Yeah, I'm just guessing now. I've tried everyone. No. It has to be like those three. Those three, I mean. I've done them all. Okay.
With a scalpel, the wound is too shallow. Look, Watson, this little knife with a wide base can easily slice the vertebrae of our porcine friend.
Okay, but it couldn't.
The blade of this pocket knife is too thin to reach the vertebrae.
Try to decapitate the pig, knowing that the killer didn't manage to.
This knife with a long blade easily slices the flesh, but cannot dislocate the vertebrae.
So it'll be these two. I mean... yeah. It's these two. Sorry, Mr. Piggy.
This knife with a long blade. Look, Watson, this little knife. The blade of this pocket knife is too thin to reach the vertebrae.
These two. It would have to be. I mean...